Hello, hello, welcome back. All right, so we're going over my day trading guide, so let's get right to it. All right, so table of contents, introduction, cash, margin account, what they are, trading platform I use, market hours, how to buy and sell stocks are traded, what they are, reports I follow, economic calendars, indicators I use on my chart, and my chart on Webull. All right, so I have my channel link here. I have a video within a video here. So I'm including videos in the presentation, in the guide, so you get a feel for what it is going to be. Trading NVIDIA and ETF, so it's a smaller smaller.
Let's open up a small
text.
position here of 30 shares.
Smaller stock.
30 shares is.
So fast forward that. Okay. So the next slide is what's the difference between a cash and a margin account. So when you open a trading account, the first thing you want to decide is whether you want to have a cash or a margin account. Cash account is more new, people friendly. Margin account has more rules. It's a little bit more experienced users. I use cash account for the longest time because, like, if your account is under $25,000, you could only trade minimal times on a margin account. Cash account, if you have, say, $100 and you split up those $100 into, like, let's say 5 shares, so you're buying and selling $20 worth of shares. Once you spend $100 or you invest $100, you got to wait for the next day. Not even the next day. You literally wait until 7 p.m. The market opens up at 7 p.m. again after closing at 3 p.m. Chicago Standard Time, Central Standard Time. So moving along, I have this video here explaining what it is and how.
All right, so this is the most important.
What account you should open up. I suggest if you're starting off, cash account.
All right, so this is the most important.
Okay, brief explanation on what is a cash account. You can go ahead and read it yourself. Pause the video. What is a margin account? Right here. There's also more links on the top so you can go in deeper. The platform I use is Webull. Ricky, this guy is very good at trading. I've learned how to set up my Webull account and my charts through him, and it's been very, very productive. I do explain here that you do need the 1099 tax form. So if you trade on, like, any platform, whether it's Robin, Thinkorswim, Webull, around February they'll give you your 1099, and if you do taxes online, I do TurboTaxes, so I just kind of plug all my information in and link my accounts, my broker, and everything else that I need. I put in my W2 forms, and everything is pretty simple. I use TurboTax once again to do all my taxes for trading and regular work. This is a video of Ricky explaining how to set up your Webull step for step. He's really good at explaining. He also has a lot more content. He is very locked into the frequency. He always comes out with everyday reports, everything. Like, he's consistent. He's on top of it. He's in it. So that's why I follow him a lot. He's a good mentor. All right, moving on.
Hey, what's going on, team?
All right, so these are the market hours. So pre-market is 3 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. You could trade at any given time in these settings. It's just the volume. How many people are actually buying and selling shares? Primarily, market hours 8:30 to 3 p.m. are the highest peak, especially from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. That is when you're going to get the most action, depending if there's any economic reports throughout the day. If there's any economic reports throughout the day, you could look at those through finviz.com. And you could decide whether if you want to trade that day or not, depending how impactful that report is that day. Extended hours, it goes from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and then boom, opens up again overnight hours, 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. So you could trade at all these given times. So the best times to trade there with the most value and most action is market hours 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. Moving on, buying and selling execution. I have a video down here as well showing you how to buy and sell on Webull. I explain brief different ways to buy, which is a market price and a limit price.
Alright, let's get it started.
Here we go. Selling executions. I have the market price sell, the limit price, and then stop on quote loss. So this one's pretty good. You could go ahead and pause it and read it too. I could also send you the link for I could tell you the link for the actual Google Doc as well, the PowerPoint, because I see that my camera is covering some of the words. But if you're really interested, I could definitely send you that. All right, the two stocks I trade, TQs and SQs. So QQQ, so it's from the NASDAQ, and then we got ETFs, okay? So this one's when this is when the market is bullish, when it's in a positive uptrend, you could definitely buy TQs. When the market is falling, you could buy SQQQ, okay? Here's another video explaining what the stocks actually are. I will link the Google Doc at the bottom of my page of this video.
Hello.
All right, NASDAQ and ETFs. What is NASDAQ? National Association of Securities Dealers Automated Quotations. All right. So then we got ETFs. What I trade, the TQs and the SQs are ETFs. And then the economic reports I follow up closely every single month is the CPI, Consumer Price Index. Comes out in the beginning of the month, the first or second.
CPI data report was just released, and this is everything that you need.
Really good. And then the PPI, Producer Price Index, is another inflation report that I follow, which is really good at, showing where the inflation is going and how you can decide what you want to trade that week. You could decide if the market is going to be bullish, bearish, because along with all these reports, there's news articles that come out. So you could pinpoint a strategy that you want to lock in that month, that week, depending where the market is heading, depending on these numbers. All right, the indicators I use. I use MACD, RSI, 200 SMA, 50 SMA, 45 EMA, VWAP, and I follow a 15-minute chart pattern. I'll explain further. This is what it is, and I got a video here explaining what it is as well. MACD, moving average convergence divergence. Okay, I got the RSI, 200 SMA and 50 SMA, simple moving average, exponential moving average, and relative strength index. He of course explains it to me very thoroughly.
So what are the top 3 indicators for beginners? What's going on, team?
All right. Relative strength index. You can pause it and read it. The 200-day simple moving average. It is the red line on my chart. This one's at the bottom of my chart. All right, 50-day moving average is the blue line on my chart. 45-day exponential moving average, green line on my chart. VWAP, volume weighted average price, purple line on my chart. This is the best for day trading if you're day trading. Time frame, I follow a 15-minute time frame. And then my chart setup, I have a whole video on what my chart has right here. From what you could see briefly, this is the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence. Then I have the RSI, the relative strength index. And then I have the volume integrated into the chart. Down here, you could see the 15-minute time frame, and then you could see other time frames if you want to see either closer or further away. Okay, and then I have my green line, my blue line, my red line, and my purple line. So I have my VWAP, my EMA, my 50-day SMA, and my 200 SMA. So I have made this, you know what I'm saying, this trading guide. And so if anybody really wants to get deeper into it, just, skim through it, analyze it, study it for, a few months. And then, back test things, strategize, see what works for you. And I wish you the best of luck. This is a great time to get this skill integrated, because this is a marathon, not a sprint. So if you start, you know, in the coming days, you know, give yourself some time. There's no pressure in learning the strategy, because at the end of the day, the goal is to be financial freedom. There's really nothing behind it other than being able to enjoy your life. So if you put in that work now, you could thank yourself in like 5-10 years, literally just clicking buttons and making a good you know, income once upon a time. But yeah, this is my trading guard. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, I'll link this downstairs right there, you know, on the bottom of the video. And if, you know, you want to open it and watch it and look at it, well, you know, be my guest. Thank you so much.